Hey everyone, it is Lynn Bardowski, founder at Million Dollar Party Girl with another brand new episode of Social Girl Live. We are just on a mission here. Oh my gosh, over the last few months, if you've been watching the show, we have taught you everything from how to recruit more right now, talking about the She Session. That was just my show last week, to how to sell 1K in one day. And recently I talked about using Google Forms to attract new leads. And I'm actually taking even a deeper dive into lead magnet ideas. And this show was inspired by da 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 da. Let me know if you actually, I want you guys to guess. What do you think inspired this show? It's something that happened recently. And of course, it depends if you're watching live or on the replay sometime in the future. Big event that happened. I'll give it context. It is October 2021. Something big happened on social media. What do you think it was? And that inspired, yes, Michelle is saying, ding, 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 right? And so, I talk about this pretty frequently, but that really inspired this show because, especially for direct sellers, network marketers, many of you don't own your own website, which means you don't control your list. And I know so many rely on social media as a way that you are communicating with your customers. In fact, yeah, Jessica's like the social media crisis. It really was, right? I mean, I was like, you don't realize how much of our business is done on social media and how many of you are using a group to really attract leads and communicate with your customers. Are groups the main, your main communication tool? And that can mean for both your team, if you're a leader, and your customers. If it is, you need to get control. You need to have a way that you can communicate off of social media. Because if social media went away tomorrow, and this past Monday, it went away for 6 hours. And it's funny because I posted, I'm looking for something I'm going to show you. I posted on my personal profile when Facebook came back online. And this to me is like really the telltale sign of how much we depend on social media as a communication tool. So I'm going to pull up my post for you here. Many of you might have seen it, for those of you, if we are Facebook friends. And I just asked the question, this is what I asked. What did everyone do? Well, all Facebook was down. Well, that was Monday night at 6 o'clock. That post has over 300 comments. So that really is kind of the telltale sign, right? That we spend a lot of time on social media, because as soon as it came back on, everybody started interacting with that post. It is hysterical. And, I really saw the difference in comments between people that are not in our industry, because they were like, oh, was it? I didn't even know. And the people who are in our industry, and, it was like a freak out, or, took a nap or took the day off, literally shut down business for so many of you, because we do depend on social media as our main communication tool. So I'm going to give you 5 lead magnet ideas. And when I say lead magnets, if that's a new term to you, I'm talking about something that's of value, that's free. It's a gift. You're gifting it. By the way, it doesn't have to cost you any money. That's important to know. Something of high value that is so great that a potential customer, or it could also be somebody that becomes a customer because they want it so much. They give you their email or maybe a phone number if you're using a texting CRM, in exchange. So they're giving you their contact information in exchange for something that you're giving of value. And these are really important tools that you need, because if you want to increase sales, book more parties, sponsor new consultants, if you're not continually attracting new leads, that well is going to run dry pretty quickly. I don't care how many tips you have or how many gurus you're following, that well runs dry if you're not constantly not just attracting new, but also, more importantly, attracting your ideal customer. And that's what these lead magnets are going to help you do. So I'm not just talking about getting your customers' contact information. More importantly, I'm talking about getting contact information from an ideal potential customer. And that's how you continue to fill your funnel, by building your list. This is exactly, what the top marketers are doing. And you can do it too, even if you don't own your own website. So that you can tell I get a little passionate about this topic, because it's so important for you to really get control. Right now, we're just playing in everybody's playground, and they make the rules. You want to play in your own playground, to be able to really build and grow your business. All right, so let's dive in. But first, as always, my theme song. All right, we're back. Now, there's so many lead magnet examples I can give you. I'm only going to do 5. And as I said, this is more about attracting new leads and getting control of those people that you want to build that know, like, and trust factor with, so that you captivate with your lead magnet, connect, build stronger connections by being able to communicate and share more tips that value with these potential leads. And that's exactly how you convert. Now, for those of you that have my Facebook party book, it's interesting that I wrote this book, I'm going to say 5, maybe 6 years ago. Well, there's a lead magnet in this book. So this is not a new idea that I've been talking about. One of the things that still makes my virtual party formula unique is that I teach you how to take the conversation off of Facebook or whatever platform you're partying on from the very first post. And I do that by encouraging you to share a gift, something free, that people then give you an email or text message so that you can then deliver that free gift to them. So let me know how many of you guys have implemented that as part of your virtual party formula. You now have control from day one. If everything shut down tomorrow, you could easily reach out to those customers and say, hey, we're moving it to Zoom or wherever it is that you need to move it to, right? Doesn't matter. You have a way to communicate off of social media. So if you've already implemented that, let me know. I would love to hear what you're giving as a free gift. So one idea of the 5 could be a sample. Now, when I say sample, a sample is very high value, and many skincare companies use samples, and they're very effective to captivate, connect, and convert quickly. So samples are really fast conversion. People try it. They love it. They want to order it. Now, there's other kind of samples. A sample could be a how-to video. That's a sample of you. It's a sample of the value that you have and how you help people. So that could be completely free. It could be a video that you upload to YouTube and you're like, get my free how to fill in the blank. And that is such a high conversion sample because it's a video of you. Builds the know, like, and trust factor really quickly. So it could be a sample of how you help people or a sample of a physical product. In fact, this show, I like to pull behind the curtain for you guys. This show is a lead magnet. All right. I have used this show very effectively as a sample of my expertise when it comes to social selling, how I can help you. And many of you have enrolled in my mentoring program or even taken my courses as a result of a sample of how I can help you, which is exactly what this show is. It's a lead magnet for those of you that have not figured it out. All right. So you could be doing that. That is, as I said, very high conversion. Number 2, a guide. And guides are also very effective, very high value. People love them. This could be something your company has even created for you. So let me know, does your company provide you with guides? And when I say guide, I'm talking about is typically a PDF that, make sure you're getting the email or contact information, by the way. Don't just give these things without ever having a way to follow up with people. But let's say you sold jewelry and you had a holiday style guide, and it was a PDF of the 5, hot style trends for the holiday season. Who wouldn't want to get that for free, right? And again, that's something that your company might provide for you. And of course, different seasons just change it up so that it's always relevant and meaningful, and you always have something new. Would that attract somebody that loves fashion and style and wants what you have to offer? It sure would. And so, Canva, if your company does not provide those, Canva is a great place to start to make those. You can make a PDF. And here's a little hack, because I love to throw in some hacks. Any PDF you can upload to Google Drive, and it turns it into a link. Now you have a shareable link that you can text, email, Facebook message, wherever you want to send it to. But these lead magnets are effective because they help you convert and they're attracting your ideal customer. So you always want to have a way that you are what we call filling your funnel. And I talked about that in my last show, which was how to sponsor more right now, how to fill your sponsoring, or you might call it recruiting, lead funnel. And so guides are really effective. All right. So we talk samples, we talk guides. What else could you do? Number 3, a recipe. Now, this is nothing new that I haven't shared before, but just felt it was really important to talk about this idea again because of what just happened this week. People love recipes because a recipe is step by step. It's how to do this, step 1, step 2, step 3. And think outside the box. So recipes do not have to relate to food. You can have, a recipe for success, right? It doesn't have to be where they're actually cooking anything. Well, they could be cooking up some new tips. So, any step-by-step process, maybe it's a pantry clean out, step 1, step 2, step 3, or refrigerator clean out, or, organizing your closet for a new season, right? Step 1, do this. Step 3. So recipes are, again, really simple to create. Another way you can use Canva, so easy to do. Wendy's saying, oh, yes, exactly. I see Wendy there. Recipe for a messy bun. Yes, exactly. And so you can see how that would attract your exact ideal customer to you. And now you have their contact information. So make sure you have a system for people to fill out a form. It could be a lead page if you have any kind of CRM, which means client relationship management system like MailChimp, Aweber, or some. Maybe you're using Project Broadcast and they text you a keyword. But think about what are you using to capture those leads. Now, a really easy kind of super duplicatable way for every new consultant without having any technology at all is to use a Google form. So you say, do you want my recipe for my messy bun? And they're like, yes, oh my gosh, I would love that. Here's the link to get it. Now, this is the low tech way. And you just use a Google form for them to fill out. Name, what do you want? What information do you want to get from them? And maybe you're asking them a couple questions like, tell me more about your hairstyle, so that you can really give them exactly what they need for, their messy bun look. And with Google Forms, you can then convert that to a spreadsheet. So it's low tech. It's not as easy to scale because it's manual, but there are platforms that integrate Google Forms via that spreadsheet to your CRM. So you could connect the two if you want something that is more scalable. If you want something that's just like, hey, I'm a brand new consultant, keep it super simple, Google Forms. Fill out the Google form, then you get, the lead magnet that you have created. All right, so we talked about samples. Let me recap. I need you guys to recap for me. Guides, recipes. Number 4, checklist. Easy peasy. And Canva. I know I'm talking about Canva, but it's easy to do if your company doesn't do it. A checklist via Canva is so easy because they have templates. You can just search checklist and you will find many, many, many templates of a checklist that you could easily, edit, convert, and change into a quick checklist, put it in Google Drive. Now you have a shareable link that you can send to people and they can get your checklist. And let me give you a little example because I've got one more left for you. Number 5, I'm going to just show you an example of one of the lead magnets. And I have many, by the way, lead magnets that I use, not just to build my list, because list building is important, attracting new leads, but also even to convert an interested lead to take the next step. So it could be a bonus that you offer, just like I said, for Facebook party guests, right? They're already in the party, but by offering a lead magnet, now you are capturing that information from somebody that is more of a warm lead versus somebody that is, brand new and just, finding out about you. You're really just getting started. So this is an example. Let me take down my icon in the corner there. There we go. This is an example. This is a lead magnet. It's a lead page that I use through my CRM, which is an email. Actually, I can email and text. It's a little bit more robust, probably, than what you might need because I have a pretty big list. But, most CRM systems have the ability to create a lead page. And they connect right to. So when people enter their email list, look how this is super small, right? This is it. This is to get a party tracker worksheet. So direct sellers can track their numbers every single month. You got to know your numbers, right? And many of you probably have filled this out and got this, party tracker worksheet from me. And look how simple it is. It's like name, email, confirm email. That's it. You don't want to get too crazy. And then they just fill that out and then they download the worksheet right there. So that's just one example. If you haven't got that worksheet and you want it, you can still get it. Just shoot me a message on Messenger, or if you're following me on Instagram and you'd rather, DM over there, it's the same exact name, at $1 Million Party Girl. And I'll send you that link and you can see exactly how that lead magnet works. The other thing I use lead magnets for, let me pull this up for you guys. I got to close out a couple windows because we're getting a little busy here. Struggle is real, right? Is to convert. So actually, this is basically, we're talking more funnels now. It's a deeper dive. And if you're in my mentoring program, we're going to actually do a full training on this, starting with Facebook groups, kind of the top of the funnel where you're attracting new leads. But then I'm going to teach you how to utilize your group much smarter to captivate, connect, convert, and actually get people's contact information. So that's our member exclusive training this month. So right here now, let me remove this from my screen share. Hold on. We're going to pull up another one for you guys. And remember, stick around because I got number 5 for you. All right. So here is my Facebook Party Pro course. I'm giving you all my secrets. So, every couple times a year, I relaunch this course, and a lot of you are Facebook Party Pro students. But one of the things every time I launch it is I create a free bonus that the free class I do to teach people about Facebook parties. And then from there, I say, and if you need more help, I got this course, go for it. But then I give a bonus on top of that. And I use printables that are easily created in Canva. So these are all the printables that come with the course. And here's the last one I did. And very high value, right? So a list. This is number 5. People love lists, like your top 10 list of what? Things people need, right? This is my ultimate list of 32 words that sell. So this was basically a lead magnet, an extra bonus. So when people attended that free class, they got this when they enrolled in the course. And that really gets people at the top of your funnel to take the next step. Very similar to what I'm talking about with my, Facebook Party book and course, where I encourage you to have a lead magnet so you can get people's contact information. Those people that, text you or email you, what's going to happen? You're now having a conversation off of Facebook. You're building that relationship. You're not worrying about notifications or, what if people don't see it? Doesn't matter. You basically are having your own little party going on right here in text message or email, depending on how they're sending you that list. And yes, some of that can also be automated if you are using an automated contact relationship management system. And Nancy's saying they do love lists. Yeah, and honestly, a quick Google search for whatever it is you're selling or whatever problem you're solving, you'll find examples of this all over. what are the top 10 trending, fill in the blank for whatever it is, and they get that list from you. So super high value. People can never have enough list. So those are my 5 ideas. Now, for those of you that are following me on Instagram, I just posted a reel today. Actually, I got my hair cut. Got my hair did. And while I was there, I had about a 10-minute wait and I made a reel. I was at the hairdresser. My daughter actually messaged me. She's like, Mom, where are you? It was in front of a window, great lighting. I'm like, I'm going to make a reel while I'm sitting here because that's how we get it done, right? We multitask when we're out and about. And that reel is repurposing this Social Girl Live show. So during that reel, I actually shared 5 lead magnet ideas. So I took this content and turned it into 10-second content for an Instagram reel. That's a bonus tip. So don't feel like you gotta do all, figure out all new stuff. Take one thing and share it 10 different places. Oh, great. Thank you. Nikki's saying she saw it and shared with her team. Thank you, Nikki. I appreciate you. And we are also live on YouTube at the same time. I'm using StreamYard to stream myself into 2 places at one time. And of course, if you're in my mentoring program, we're also live in my mentoring group. That's how you get it done. So if you're watching on YouTube, hello to our YouTube subscribers. Whether you're on Facebook or YouTube, make sure you tap that bell. That's how you get notified when I go live. And if you want to get on my list, shoot me a messenger request. We'll make sure you get that link. And you can also get that free party tracker worksheet. All right, that's all we got for our mentoring members. Save the date. We are doing the Facebook group lead funnel training. I'm going to teach you how to capture leads and get control of all of those people that are in your community that you might have no way to communicate with. That's coming up on October 21st, 9:00 Eastern. And as always, the replay will be available on demand in our member site. You can access that anytime that it works for you. All right, that's all we got for today. We will see you guys next Wednesday. Make sure you check on my video tab to see past episodes. Include the episode I just did last week, which was how to sponsor more right now. Very relevant for exactly what's going on in the world. All right, thanks everyone. Have a great night. Make sure you pass this on and invite your team to watch too. This would be a really fun team brainstorm to create some ultimate lead magnets that your consultants could be using. All right, good night everyone. Bye.